So that's where we're at, and we're just gonna do the best we can. Let's take a look at our quests here. Ooh! Oh, finally! We need to go attend Beast class during the day. I want to learn this spell really bad because it's like the next version of Confringo, and it's going to be really powerful, really useful. So let's go do that. Which means we have to attend Beast class. Which, I've talked about it a little bit before. I have done some playing ahead of time, and I've actually collected a fair number of beasts now. The only ones I don't have, or the only one I don't have is the Graphorn, which apparently don't become available. Oh, something else. After we finished the second trial, it shifted to winter time, which means we're moving through the game pretty steadily here. But what I was saying is that the only beast I don't have currently is the Graphorn, which only lives in one location, and apparently you can't collect it until, like, pretty much toward the end of the game. So I'm not sure how that'll all work out. Nifflers are so ridiculous.
Excellent. Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Easy. So,
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
I'm assuming that the red thing that follows you on the line there is just, if it catches you, you fail learning the spell for a moment or something. I'm not totally sure because I did switch difficulties. Yeah, I switched difficulties from story mode to easy because I felt it was a little too I wasn't challenged enough. So that's the reason I did that.
Bombarda!
Man, we need to attack something with it. Ooh, look, pumpkins.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Okay, Bombarda is going to be sweet, especially when attacking some higher leveled or highly defensible creatures. Boom. Okay. So then, our next major quest, it seems, is going to be meeting... Oh, we could learn the next... I think we could learn the next Unforgivable Curse with Sebastian, which should be Imperio and Full of the Dead. Talk to Deke in the Room of Requirement. Okay. Let's go talk to Deke really quickly then. We'll knock out that quest super quick. I wanted to go to the map. So hopefully this will be a pretty quick little quest. And then we'll go meet Poppy, which I don't know if
Please come and talk to Deke.
I don't remember if I actually told you guys that we unlocked a second vivarium. If I did, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but we opened a second vivarium, so now we can have a total of 8 different species of beasts available. Part of me hopes that we get to unlock another vivarium so we can have all 12 beasts available for materials at any given time.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Okay, so we gotta go rescue a male thestral, and we have to go purchase the breeding pen spellcraft. Easy enough, because I do already have one thestral, if you remember. Which actually, it's the shiny beast version thestral, so it's kind of gray or white instead of the typical black color that thestrals usually are. Thestrals are also kind of hard to capture a little bit. I mean, not terribly, but a little more difficult than some of the other ones. So we'll have to go
it's
through
always nice to
that.
see a familiar face.
Breeding pen spellcraft.
Nothing like
What else
finding
is
just
in
the
here?
right thing.
Beast toy box unlocks the ability to conjure a beast toy box. Use the toy box to pick out your beast's favorite toys. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Unlocks the ability to conjure a chopping station. This station periodically produces a plant byproduct, so keep an eye on it. We're gonna need that as
Nothing
well.
like
I
finding
get
just the right
feeling.
thing, is there?
So some of these are going to be useful later. I'm going to bypass them for the moment.
Let me know if there's anything else I
And
can
what I'll
do to
probably end up doing is buying them off screen. Because I think we're also supposed to get an upgrade to the second room where I currently have all of my... Oh man, the thestrals are so far away from here. Which is fine, because that's where I got the thestrals from before, but they're just so far away. And you can't fly inside Hogsmeade, it bothers me.
What are you up to now?
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would they bar you from flying at least over Hogsmeade? It just doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Okay, so now we need to let's see. We'll do that one, and I'm finding the Glacius spell to be better for stopping beasts in question. Something else I need. Let's be invisible. Because, like, they can still kind of hear you and smell you a little bit, but I would prefer to avoid being seen at all. It's not particularly difficult, it's just if you don't freeze them, then they fly away before you can push all the buttons to capture them, and then they all just run away.
Now we can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals.
So, that's all I need. We'll just move on. Oh boy. To the map, gotta go to Hogwarts.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent! Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Well, I get the feeling... I knew it there. I knew there was going to be a third area of Vivarium. I knew it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go collect my other Thestral from the main Vivarium and bring it over here.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
I wonder if that means that each beast kind of has a particular vivarium where it likes to be. You know what I mean? I still haven't figured out what names that I want to like.
I'm not going to hurt you.
I want to name all of my beasts that I've rescued, but I'm not good at naming things, so if somebody has some good ideas for what I should name my Thestrals, leave some comments down below. And then... okay, we have to conjure... that's altering... that's conjuring... that works. And just because, why not? We'll do the toy box a little bit later. Okay. Seems easy enough. Very curious about how long that'll take. The music in this one is particular, so it's going to take a half hour. Okay. Yeah. I'm just continually impressed with the amount of stuff they decided to throw in the room of requirement. Like, I can get basically all of my... I can get all of my materials from the vivariums. Like, there's the lacewing flies, and there's moonstones, and there's eggs, and there's all kinds of different things to be found in your vivariums. So, like, if you don't find anything out in the real world, or out in the overworld, like, there's still plenty of... there's still plenty of stuff inside your vivariums. The music in the first one, though, is still by far the best, in my opinion. Okay, so I only have 3 species in here. Let's add my foopers back to this one. How about that? And then, what do I have in this one? I don't remember. It's going to take a lot of work on my part to manage all of my various beasts and stuff. Nope, I can't add one in here. Oh, interesting. I have foopers in this one.
I'll look after you.
So let's put We can add the Jobberknolls into here. Nice, you got all kinds of little balls and Dark Wizard dummies, and well, that's really fun. And then your animals can play with it, I suppose. Right?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Descendo!
Oh no, what happened to it? Well, I don't know what happened to the ball, but still, really cool. Okay, so while we're waiting for the Thestrals, let's go talk with Poppy. I'm sure she's got something interesting. Something I did just notice, I am quite over-leveled for some of this stuff. Like, I'm almost level 30, and this particular quest line is only for level 19. So I've definitely played more than I should have, and I've done more stuff than I should have. But still, I'd much rather know all this stuff than struggle anytime anything happens.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Yes, Poppy, Highwing's just fine.
I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Okay, well, here's hoping this quest is... I hope she's not leading us into some sort of trap. I'm still getting the feeling that Lodgok is not on our side.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
We haven't seen the centaurs yet. I was curious when they were going to show up. Or if they were going to show up.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? that we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Well, best not to get on their bad side. The centaurs, I don't think, are very well portrayed.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
What I was saying is, I don't feel like the centaurs are written or shown very favorably in either the books or the movies. Like, I know that they have issues with wizard kind, of course, but and Firenze is obviously a good person.
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
There probably is something in the water. But, I don't know, like, I've always got the feeling that the centaurs are not shown or written about very favorably for this series. And maybe
this is
that's
odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Well, let's see what we can find.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts.
A shame.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
There was one more. No.
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Poppy, don't walk away.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
All right, Poppy, let's go.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land. Revelio.
I think we'll go.
A more hushed approach is likely wise.
I think it's wiser. Personally, I also I said before that I prefer stealth mechanics in games. Don't get me wrong, having an absolute blast and destroying the bejesus out of things is certainly fun, but...
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
Petrocus totalis.
But it's why I like the Assassin's Creed games. Like, I just like the stealth function that the games have. Like, don't get me wrong, some of the earlier Assassin's Creed games, like, it wasn't until about Assassin's Creed 3 that they actually included some really specific stealth options.
In terms of good and evil, merely
like, don't get me wrong, I did thoroughly enjoy 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations because they're very well told stories.
In my opinion.
They really lacked in the amount of stealth options you had, in my opinion.
In future poacher, perhaps best not to get too carried away when a fair lady crosses one's path.
Show yourself!
No, I won't show myself. I'm gonna try and get you as well, too.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Well, we gotta get inside the tent here, it seems.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Merlin's name?
Oh, interesting.
Are those dragons?
Looks like we got a Hornigan Horntail and Hungarian Horntail, my bad. And I don't know that green one. Because I think the Swedish...
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Hello? Okay. Honestly, I don't remember what I was talking about. My father called me very briefly.
That's it. I bet it's the word. That old war Victor was sinking straight in a bargain with him. The dragon's totality.
Okay, let's go this direction.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking?
Can I go through this door? No, I cannot go through that door. Hungarian Hortail, and I'm not sure what that green dragon is supposed to be.
Work alongside any of them.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done. One minute, I heard something.
Yep, I want to do as much stealth as I can, just because it does make the game a lot easier. So, better for me. I'm about to hit 40 Dark Wizards defeated. That'll be really nice. Although I'm not sure what that reward is going to be. Award? Reward. Reward, I think is the word I'm looking for.
Revelio.
Oh man, poor Hippogriff. And a ram.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her on, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Oh, come on. Collect the stuff. Why am I walking so slowly?
Hello, Hamura.
Oh, something else that I showed in my lost video is I did collect enough of the moons for... I finished the quest line with all the demiguise statues. So I now have all the third level of Alohomora, so I can go anywhere now.
Alright, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Okay, well then let's disillusion ourselves.
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! I won't rest.
See how you like this?
Close.
Shall we finish what we started?
Let me out, go!
Defendo is a pretty strong spell as well.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
Ooh, Poacher Animagus. Interesting.
Stop right there!
Accio.
Not the bright. The land returns to the wolf.
Stupefy does damage now. I don't remember it doing damage.
You won't get away with that.
Bombarda, Accio, Descender, Ringo.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Yeah, this is not going to be good. Well, that's kind of terrifying. Also, really just kind of cool. Is she gonna befriend a dragon now?
Incendio.
I think she was gonna try and befriend that dragon.
This way.
Was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Okay. Pretty fun little quest there. We now have a dragon egg, which is a bad idea to keep. And now the poachers are going to be after us. So I think we'll actually call it for this video here. If you guys like what you're seeing, hit the like button and subscribe, and feel free to comment down below.
The transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Anyway, feel free to comment down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Huzzah!